Flamed is ready to take you on an adventure of a lifetime. Route 66 winds through Cibola County, 9 Pueblo villages, one of the oldest cities in the United States, ghost towns, and the byways include one of the first Spanish settlements west of the Rio Grande. The first leg of your Route 66 quest can be a short tour, a day, a week, or more. Coronado was looking for the 7 cities of gold. You will find the treasures that can only be found in Cibola County. The Route 66 Scenic Byways Tour will satisfy your curiosity in history, mining, ancient cultures, and geology. There are 9 pueblos in eastern Cibola County. You will start at Mesita, one of 6 Laguna Pueblo villages. Exit at 117, journey west on historic Route 66 through Dead Man's Curve. Many geological periods are reflected in the dramatic landscape. To the northwest, you will see the largest volcano in northwest New Mexico. Mount Taylor, a stratovolcano named after President Zachary Taylor, rises 11,301 feet. Evidence suggests that there were numerous eruptions occurring between 3.3 million and 1.5 million years ago. Tesuodotzil, or Turquoise Mountain, is one of the 4 sacred mountains of the Navajo. According to the Navajo legend, this sacred mountain is where the spirits of Black God, Turquoise Boy, and Turquoise Girl reside. Mount Taylor is sacred to the Laguna, Acoma, Zuni, and Hopi as well. Each year during President's Day weekend, Grants hosts the Mount Taylor Winter Quadrathlon, the 43-mile round trip. An increase of 4,800 vertical feet begins in Grants. Hundreds of athletes compete in this grueling endurance event where they will bicycle, run, cross-country ski, and snowshoe to the summit, then reverse the sequence back to Grants. The first stop, located at Laguna Pueblo, are the tribal headquarters and the San Jose Mission Church, which was built in 1699. The cultural influence of the ancient Pueblo people can be seen in the church. Each Pueblo village celebrates its feast day beginning with Mass, followed by a procession, native dancing, food, arts and crafts. St. Joseph Feast Day is celebrated on March 19th. The largest feast day is on September 19th and attracts visitors from all over the world. In ancient times, this was a day for trading with the Navajo, Raymond Navajo, and Hopi. Attending a Pueblo feast day is to experience cultural anthropology. Back on Route 66, turn north on Highway 279. Famous historic sites await you. Uranium mining near the Laguna village of Poate. In about 4 miles, you will begin to see the remnants of Jack Pile Mine. The uranium find in Laguna began in 1951. A fascinating way to find uranium: aerial prospecting. Geiger counters were mounted on the nose of the plane. Early one morning in 1951, the hottest reading were recorded. In 1953, mining operations began and became the largest open-pit uranium mine in the world at that time. About 25 million tons of ore was removed from the mine. The first 3 million tons of ore shipped from the mine averaged 23/100% of uranium. The mine operated from 1953 to 1973. There was a housing area, a school with a full-time teacher. Today, the remnants are a super site, partially reclaimed, and on the left is a housing area, now a ghost town. There is so much more to this fascinating story. The full impact to the Laguna village of Poate is yet to be determined. As you continue north, you will pass the Laguna village of Poate. One of the first Spanish settlements west of the Rio Grande is the Spanish land grant village of Cibueta, established in 1746. The first village is Bibo, famous for the old Western-style Bibo Bar and Grill, and known for its delicious award-winning green chili burger. Our Lady of Sorrows Catholic Church dates to 1778, and the current church was built and dedicated in 1820. A visitor thought that one painting was Flemish. However, there doesn't appear to be a record of the artist or how the church acquired the painting. Leaving the church, travel north on a dirt road to Los Portales. The legend is the village was to be attacked by marauding Navajos. The women and children were hidden in a cave-like overhang. If saved, they would build a shrine to Our Lady of Lourdes. Los Portales is quite a place for contemplation. The shrine is maintained by the community. On your way back to Route 66, stop at the Laguna village of Poate. In 1919, the church was dedicated to St. Elizabeth of Hungary. The village celebrates the feast day on September 25th. Turn right on Route 66, and the next stop is the village of Encinal. Take Indian Service Route 47 to Encinal. Flame likes to journey through the scenic Encinal Canyon to the smallest of the Laguna villages. This serene, peaceful village is located at the base of Mount Taylor. The Nativity of the Virgin Mary Church was built in 1920. The feast day is celebrated on September 8th. Return to Route 66, for the next stop is Paraje, 7 miles west of the Pueblo of Laguna. A drive through the village leads you to the church built in 1935. The Feast of St. Elizabeth is celebrated on September 25th. Flame likes to take this drive on one of the prominent byways. As you leave Paraje, continue west on Highway 66. Exit at 104 south to the village of Siama. As a barrier against the Navajo and Apache, some of the Pueblo villages were established near the Spanish villages. Turn south to Casablanca and Dancing Eagle Casino to one of the most memorable stops, historic Acoma Sky City. Flame will deliver you to the Cultural Center. This impressive building is home to the museum, gift shop, and restaurant. Archaeologists believe that some ancient areas have been built in the Anasazi style, following the lunar and solar alignment. Inhabited for over 1,100 years, Sky City is a cherished treasure, maintaining ancient traditions. Sky City does not have electricity or running water. Guided tours can be arranged. The construction of St. Esteban del Rey Mission Church began in 1629. Feast Day is September 2nd. This is a huge event. December 24th is the lighting of over 2,000 luminarias. Traditional dances in the church, December 25th through the 28th. Acoma Sky City is closed for traditional ceremonies. As you leave Acoma Sky City, take the scenic overlook. Back to Route 66, travel through the ghost town of Buddville, one of the most photographed sites on Route 66. On November 18, 1967, Bud Rice was murdered in the store. The murderer was never convicted. About half a mile, turn right to the village of Cubero. The first stop is an old crumbling cemetery. You will find 3 well-maintained Confederate graves. These Confederate soldiers died of consumption. Then turn right to the land-grant village of Cubero. Look up, see if you can find the truck in the tree. Back on Route 66, the historic site of Villa de Cubero was once a motor court. It is said that Ernest Hemingway wrote The Old Man and the Sea while staying there. Today, local residents purchase gas, soft drinks, and groceries. The village of San Fidel was established in 1868. Curio Shop is listed on the National Register of Historic Places. San Fidel is the home of the St. Joseph Mission Church. Continue north to a small boutique, Guadalupe Vineyard, producing prize-winning New Mexico wine. The Whiting Brothers sign reminds us of the heyday of Route 66, when it was truly the Mother Road. The McCarty brothers contracted to build a section of the railroad. Staying in this remote Acoma village, it became known as McCarty's. On the hill, constructed in 1933, is the Santa Maria Mission. Continue west on Route 66. You will come to Anzac, an Acoma village. The acronym stands for Australian New Zealand Air Corps. The Almalpais was the bombing range for pilots. Some are still found today, undetonated. Then to Grants on Highway 117, historic Route 66. History of Cibola County is extensive, fascinating, and multicultural. Flame travels to Grants and Milan. He enjoys showing off the town and village, taking vintage cars on a tour. The first stop is the metal sculpture exhibit that details the history of Cibola. Then off to the only simulated underground uranium mining museum in the world. Grants began with the homestead of Don Jose Sblea. He called it Los Alamitos for the cottonwoods that grew along the Rio San Jose. The Grant brothers contracted to build a section of the railroad, known as Grants Camp. When the Santa Fe Railroad stopped here, the name changed to Grants Station. Today, it's Grants. Grants was famous, known as the uranium capital of the world, and was the carrot capital. Two of the oldest events in the state are the 4th of July Rodeo and the Uranium Capital Speedway. Rodeos and racing are big in Grants. Continental Divide Trail designated gateway community offers hospitality to those intrepid adventurers. Visitors and locals alike enjoy following Flame, where he and his owner take in all the activities in Grants. Golfing at the excellent Coyote del Malpais Championship Golf Course. Shopping, Rockies and Mission at the Riverwalk. Museums. The Aviation Heritage Museum is listed on the National Registry of Places to See. Exhibits and events at the Cibola Arts Council Route 66 Gallery Artifact Museum. Flame does not miss the annual holiday light parade with Santa. The Mount Taylor Quad is a grueling 46 miles of athletic endurance. Easter egg hunt is fun for toddlers and youngsters. Memorial Day celebration. Flame stakes out his spot early for the 4th of July parade. Horses, floats of all kinds, and of course, politicians. Historic Route 66 Fall Festival and Chili Eating Contest. Veterans Day to honor those that served our country. The Fire and Ice Park and Riverwalk Park are centers for family and company picnics. Everyone wants to drive through the historic Route 66 arch, or to see a historic Santa Fe Railway caboose really looks like. The Cibola Grants Chamber of Commerce will provide information that will make your visit to Grants and Cibola County even more memorable. Grants boasts NMSU grants and the award-winning Cibola General Hospital. Continue on Route 66 to the Village of Milan, the License Plate Museum, murals of the carrot fields at the Village Hall. The Milan Motor Court is now Kachina Country Outlet. This small village was once the gateway to the Ambrosia Lake Uranium Mining District. Today, it's the hub of interstate commerce. Milan celebrates the Pumpkin Patch Festival in October. Children under the age of 12 are given pumpkins. Adults compete in the chili cook-off. At dusk, the burning of Loomis Man. According to the legend, if you write your wish on a piece of paper and throw it into the fire, your wish will come true. The large Olympic lap pool is available to visitors too. The gold-seeking conquistador Coronado trudged all the way to Kansas, looking for the 7 cities of Cibola, where the streets were paved with gold. Fray Marcos de Niza was the first to name the area Cibola. It is believed to be a Zuni word. His description started Coronado's quest for the famed city of Cibola. Rural Cibola County is truly a treasure trove for outdoor adventurers. When visiting Grants, take exit 85 south to the Almalpais National Monument Visitor Center. You will find impressive exhibits, films of the area, a bookstore, park rangers too. A great place to plan your outdoor excursions. Mount Taylor's camping, picnic areas, hiking, and peaceful solitude offer a place for reflection. Zuni Mountain Scenic Railroad Tour features the remnants of logging, Camps, trails, hiking, biking. 2 parallel highways encompass most of the El Malpais. First Flame takes us to Highway 117. The BLM Ranger Station features exhibits, maps, information, and so much more to see. The geological wonder of the Sandstone Bluffs overlook reveal the massive lava flows of the El Malpais. On to the ancient 7-mile Akamazuni Trail, used by the prehistoric people. The Narrows, hiking and picnicking, La Ventana Arch, an archaeological jewel, beautiful campsite. Legends of Pueblos and Navajos are examples of the oral history regarding the El Malpais. McCarty's is a shield volcano and is the youngest activity in the El Malpais. The Lava Falls hike is about 1 mile. You will discover why it's called Lava Falls. The chain of craters back to country wilderness and hole in the wall can be treacherous due to poor road conditions. Check before you venture out. Flame is off again to Highway 53, parallel to Highway 117. Both are on geological rifts. Highway 53 is a New Mexico historic scenic byway from Grants to Zuni Pueblo. Starting on the east side of the Zuni Mountains, the terrain will change from arid to pinon and pine forest as you travel to the south of the Zuni Mountains. First on your right is the village of San Rafael and the San Rafael Mission Church. Construction began in 1885 and was reconstructed in 1934 after a fire. Continuing on to Highway 53, the El Malpais provide a fascinating place for geologists, biologists, and archaeologists, or anyone with curiosity, interest, and an adventurous spirit. Some have called the El Malpais the place of frozen fire. You will find rock structures constructed by the Indians, well-built cairns that may have been gateposts, pyroclastic deposits of balsic lava, cinders, bombs, ash, cinder cones, shield cones, splatter cones, lava tubes, sinkholes, and pahoi hoi. Legends of buried treasure, outlaw hideouts, homesteads, and stories that movies are made of. The 7-mile Akamazuni Trail was used by the Akamazuni primarily for trading. Today it intersects the Continental Divide Trail, a great place to hike. El Calderon, a small crater, is believed to be the foundation of the El Malpais lava. A hike reveals lava tubes, bat caves, and sinkholes. Flame favorite and visitors is the Park Ranger Station. You'll find books, maps, and information. Enter the land of fire and ice. Ice Cave Bandera Crater. The name Bandera is Spanish for flag. The Union Army placed the U.S. flag on top of the highest volcanic peak, claiming the land for the Union forces. Chain of craters and big tubes, a wilderness experience you will never forget. And the road to the hole in the wall, Continental Divide. Tinaja Old School Gallery, El Morro National Monument, was created in 1906, one of the oldest national monuments in the country. The history of New Mexico has been carved by explorers and petroglyphs by the ancient ones, and has been said that this is the best hike in the state. The Atsina ruins, 2 ancient sites, are located on top. One has been excavated. El Morro was a major trading center for the Membres, Acoma, Zuni, and Anasazi. The Wolf Sanctuary at Candy Kitchen is a must-see. The Raymond Navajo Rug Reavers at Pine Hill. Now to Highway 605. Travel north through Milan. On the left is Haystack Mountain, the location where Patty Martinez discovered uranium. Continue toward the Ambrosia Lake area, where the major mining companies extracted uranium primarily through shafts. Then to the historic Spanish land grant community of San Mateo, a traditional Hispanic village. The Chevron mine located at San Mateo was the deepest mine shaft at that time. While in San Mateo, visit the gravesite of Manuel Chavez, an amazing man, the little lion of the Southwest, tells of his life and exploits. Visit Blue Water Lake State Park for fishing, camping, hiking, birding. Flame likes to relax in this peaceful place. For the angler, there are fighting tiger muskie. Cibola County is the gem of New Mexico, a great place to visit, play, and live. You will want to stay a while and come back often. Adventures abound in Cibola County. Explore the culture, history, geology. You will discover the gold in Cibola County.